We've got an update now on the number killed and injured in yesterday's attack. Sources in the Afghan health ministry now tell NBC News at least 113 people were killed and 180 were injured. That's in addition to the 13 U.S. service members killed and the 18 injured. NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel was on the ground in Kabul just a few days ago. He joins us now from Doha, Qatar. Richard, you were at that very gate. You've done a ton of reporting in and around the airport. Did you sense the tensions that led to the moment yesterday?
Well, I didn't sense the tensions that led right up to the attack itself, but there had been this alert that there was going to be some sort of, there was a potential for some sort of ISIS attack on the airport. And it has been very tense around that airport for a long time. The reason that the Taliban were so aggressive in the early days, and there were those shocking images of the Taliban using the horsewhips that were just described and pushing people back and firing in the air, was because they were trying to keep back the crowds. And now we know that they were working very closely with the U.S. military. The U.S. military has been trying to tell the Taliban, keep the crowds back. But the crowds have not always kept back. The airport is large. It is, think of it as a military base, not just as an airport. It's surrounded by walls. There are 3 key gates. And Afghans have been streaming, pushing to that gate. Some who have paperwork, and others who have no paperwork, who just see these planes on the runway coming in and taking off. And it's like a magnet, a lure. They go to them to think that they can get out of the country. And among these crowds of people who have paperwork and others don't, came this suicide bomber who, as he was getting a pat down, detonated his device and killed those Marines, and killed so many other Afghans around him. And it wasn't just that one bomb at the gate. It seems like this was a dual attack, because near the gate there's another building we talk about. It's called it's a hotel. It's not exactly a hotel. It's more of almost a little military compound that is often used by contractors, called the Baron Hotel, and that was also attacked unsuccessfully, and the British are there. So this seems like it was a dual attack with at least two bombers and other militants firing into the area. One attacking the Americans on the gate, the Marines taking out many Afghans with them, and the others trying to kill British forces. ISIS claiming responsibility, and it's clear why. ISIS is trying to latch on to the Taliban's victory and steal the Taliban's victory. If you imagine almost like a boxing match, the Taliban did 20 rounds with the U.S. and now is facing the end, and they want the United States to leave. And here comes ISIS, their fighters just broken out of prison amid this chaos, who are trying at the very last minute to give a sucker punch so that they can claim that it was they, not the Taliban, who pushed out the United States from Afghanistan. And the Taliban is trying to control ISIS. They've set up this morning even more checkpoints. They've pushed back their security perimeter. And that means that's good news if you're in the U.S. and you're on that base. It is a little more safe. But it also means it's that much more complicated for Afghans who are in Kabul trying to get to the base. At this stage, unless you are on a bus and you have special coordination and you are arranging it with an embassy and with the Taliban, your window to just get onto that base has probably closed.